Another story where we're talking about hope is this opioid crisis. This is the front page of the Toronto Star that you see there about new injection sites that they're going to be introducing into the Ontario-Toronto area. This is a crisis in your home, in your backyard as well, out west.
Oh,
we've
the injection
seen
sites
so
are
many
so
people,
prevalent.
and we've seen so many people die out west as well due to the opioid crisis.
Yeah, I was just down the east side a few days ago, and you walk through that area, and it's painful as you just see what people are struggling with.
Well, we are excited about the premiere of Context with Lorna Dueck here on Yes TV. We'll speak with the episode producer and one of the hosts. But first, here's what we can expect.
Prescription drug use is the fastest growing drug problem in the country.
Anyone who says this is not an epidemic is wrong. There are more now than 100,000 tombstones to suggest otherwise.
A bold new season of Context.
We're joined by Sheldon Neil. And Sheldon, you are the episode producer as well as one of the co-hosts of Context. And you're going to be talking about this opioid crisis on Context this coming Wednesday evening.
How timely is this?
It is.
It's timely. First, it's such a pleasure to be with you guys. Good morning to you all
And
as well.
above many other things, you're also a recording artist.
That's right.
I was listening to your music last night, man, it was just pumping.
Hopefully got you moving and got the blood flowing, especially on such a cold morning as well. But as you guys were saying, the opioid crisis is it's sweeping our country coast to coast. And I guess what we're seeing in much of 2016 and now, of course, 2017, we're seeing countless headlines of lives being lost, overdoses, and beyond just stats, we're talking about mothers losing sons, fathers losing daughters, family members just really kind of crumbling apart at the hands of overdoses of opioids.
And I think what the interesting thing about the opioid crisis is, and what I've heard a lot, is that these are just common people who might have started taking a painkiller because of an injury, and it has kind of just spiraled out of way.
That's exactly it. It's somewhat of a gateway by honest means they're looking to address, but through some way they fall through some that brings them something that has terrible end to that.
And then some who are occasional users.
That's right.
You know, they get a bad cut on the drugs, and then suddenly it's life and death.
That's right. And what I found in research is that this isn't, this affects anyone, no matter what your faith background is. People of all stripes are following down this very unfortunate road. And what we're seeing is that, of course, the federal government, they've acknowledged this as a threat to our country. More importantly, our Health Minister Jane Philpott, along with provincial, territorial counterparts, have come together and said, you know what, we need to call this what it is, and it's an opioid crisis. Further to this, we have a great clip that was really touching Aboriginal communities across our great nation. It's actually Diane Longboat. She's really in the front lines of this, especially in Aboriginal First Nations communities. Let's go to that right now.
The lack of hope for young people is a critical issue. And the lack of language, the lack of culture, the lack of understanding of our own ceremonies makes younger people less malleable to some of the challenges of life today.
Wow, we are looking forward to hearing more about this. And again, the hope, right? That's what Context does, is be able to bring a news story and show how Jesus fits into the picture.
That's right. It's going to be from all angles. We're bringing in from those in the trenches, street pastors helping those. Lorna sits down with Health Minister Jane Philpott with strategy there. And again, that hope. So we're excited. Yes TV, 8 p.m. We're excited to see you joining us.
This Wednesday.
That's right.
Wednesday, but
That's tomorrow. I'll be there.